Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I wanted to do a quick story time on the time I experienced racism in law school. This was an interesting story because it's almost an oxymoron to consider racism occurring within the walls of a law school, and I think that it was an interesting experience because I felt like, wow, I've always known that racism exists in all corners of our country, and I knew that I was not immune to that being a reality for me because I've experienced racism in the past, but not necessarily as overt as I did in this instance. So let me just tell you the story really quick. Okay, so what happened was that it was my first year in law school. I was a 1L in my fall semester, and I was studying for the very last final exam I had in my fall semester. It was my civil procedure exam, and me and a buddy of mine were studying in the library all day. We were getting kind of tired, and we considered the fact that maybe we might want to go get some Starbucks. So I offered to go get a Starbucks because Starbucks was up the street from my law school. She gave me her money. I walk out to the elevators of my law school, which at this time you guys probably know was University of Baltimore School of Law. And at this point in the semester, exams were pretty much wrapping up, so there weren't that many other students in the law school at the time. So the school was pretty much diverted except for a few stragglers like us who were waiting around for our last exam. So this is like, my anxiety is high. Christmas and like holiday break is all like right around the corner. I'm ready to be done with my first semester of school. I'm ready to get it all behind me so I can relax for Christmas break. And I got on the elevator to head downstairs. I was on, I believe, like the 9th or 10th floor, and my school is 12 floors. So I was on my way down, and a Caucasian guy gets on the elevator a couple floors down from me, and gets on, and he looks at me kind of peculiar, I can't say this word, he looks at me weirdly. He looks at me like I'm crazy, right? Looks at me and he's like, ma'am, do you go here? And I was like, yeah, I'm a 1L student, you know, finishing up my last exam. He's like, oh. And I'm like, what's so funny? He's like, oh, well, you know, I didn't think they were letting people like you in the school. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute, hold the phone. What? It almost like, it hit me like, it almost didn't register in my head, because I was like, what does that mean? I didn't know they were letting people like you in the school. It seemed, he's like, oh yeah, I mean, it just seems like they're letting anybody in these days. And I was like, sir, this is law school. They let everybody into everything. Mostly these days, not everything. There's still some subtle shade being thrown in the African American direction, let's just say that. But I was just like, what? And it almost like you get into that type of situation and you almost don't really know how to respond, because especially in the moment, because like you can think of 1,000 things to say after you get out of that moment, and you always think about, oh man, I could have said that, or should have said this, or whatever. And I didn't know this man from a can of paint. He didn't know me, so for all he knew, I could have been the damn dean's daughter or stepdaughter or something. Like, he didn't know me. So for him to say something like that, and I knew he was another student, so I knew he wasn't like a professor or anything like that. So after a couple seconds, and we were almost down back down to the ground level where we would get off and probably part ways. So I was just like, well, it's funny how racism is still alive and well in this country, and the fact that someone like you is in this school is appalling to me. And I left it at that. I really could have came out of character. I probably could have cussed him out, or would have cussed him out. but I just wanted to make sure he understood that the projection he put on me was entirely racist, and I don't believe it could have been taken any other way. And it's kind of weird to me. It does seem like an oxymoron for someone like that to be learning all about the law, and because it just seems weird. It just seems like it's off, like a contradictory type thing. But that is my story. I told you guys it was going to be short, but I wanted to definitely share this story with you guys, because it just goes to show that though this country has come a long way, we still have a long way to go. And you know, though I have not lost faith in the Caucasian group of people. I do not. I don't believe that everybody is the same. I don't believe that people deserve to be judged by the color of their skin. And so luckily I'm not the type of person that lumps one person in with all people. And you know, I think it's just a bad, he just demonstrated bad character. And yeah, it was an unfortunate story. I still got a B on my exam, boop. And I exited my fall semester of my 1L year with success. So I didn't let it affect me enough to damage my progress and my effort on my exam. So it worked out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've never filmed a story time before, so if you like this, be sure to hit that thumbs up button down there, and I'll be sure to make more videos like this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.